Brady now on first down. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Shotgun now for Brady. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Jackson, the man in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. In motion right comes Jackson. Again, it's Martin. And some room to work. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
Martin, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Following the interception, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 28 yards. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Let's go now. Blue lady. Easy, easy, easy. Sonic.
Now Winston. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Looking deep here for Dion Lewis. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Brady. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Again, it's Lewis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a toss play to Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. Cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 72 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So much for just picking up the first down. How about that run all the way on 3rd down into the end zone?
I'd say this was a bonus run because you're right. All you're trying to do is get the first down in that situation. But to top it off with that gigantic sprint and to go all the way, the only thing he's worried about near the end of that run is if someone's going to jump on his back, and I mean Mr. Fatigue. And that's all he was worried about. Well-conditioned, carried it all the way.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Following the penalty, Martin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Slot man moves right. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw, Winston. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. 4th down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. On for the extra point is Folk. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Throwing on first down is Brady. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down near the 34-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. On first and 10, here's Brady. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Brady going to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dwayne Allen, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 37 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They try again with Lewis. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now they'll run with Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.